And playing a big role on defense is Jordan Hicks.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And scout folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries for an even 100 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Here's Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Throwing now is Daniels. And yet again it's McLaurin.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Browns defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Daniels looking to throw.
This will be caught at about the 5. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he's got it down to the 28.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 94 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Now it's Watson. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Daniels.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
2nd and 9.
Watson now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. As they've got it as we resume action. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Daniels.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, But now it's third down.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
After the interception, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Amari Cooper. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Daniels.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here we go. Check.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Watson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
To throw is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cleveland.
Watson looks to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And able to get this to the 31.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To the air yet again, Watson.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick slant, Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Martin Emerson
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting...
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels.
On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Get it. Ready.
Oh, able to avoid him. And bulldozing his way through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler,
71 yards.
and the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get up.
Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Complete, it's Dodson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Here's Daniels.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Smash, smash. Hey.
To throw is Daniels.
Check that.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Here we go.
Now Daniels.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Okay.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
That's good for Washington.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Coaches must really... So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.